Edge.
Senator Murphy.
Thank you very much, Senator Graham. First, Mr. Raymond, thank you for the great work that you and your colleagues do. We're very proud to have you doing that work in New Haven, Connecticut. Appreciate you being here and telling us a harrowing but important story. I wanted to build on some of Senator Shaheen's questions. And Madam Ambassador, I appreciate you taking head on these discussions that are happening around a so-called peace plan. Frankly, as you know, many Republicans and Democrats in the Senate were caught off guard by a plan that looks to sell out Ukraine's interests in the name of a illusory peace that would only be for the short term. I maybe want to ask you a little bit more directly a version of the question that Senator Shaheen asked. Part of the draft plan would require Ukraine to give up territory that it now controls, areas that are not under Russian control right now. Does your government think that this would be fair for Ukraine to hand territory to Russia that Russia does not currently control?
Thank you, Senator, for this question. I'll try to be as precise as I can, to the extent I can, given that there is a very intensive phase of negotiating, and we fully submit to the tactics the President of the United States and his team is tackling to narrow the discussion and to mediate. So at this point, nothing in the plan, which have been discussed in Florida or in Geneva, which evolved in a 19-point plan, speaks about, has the word concession, swap, giving the territories to Russia. So what the discussion is about, all the other points, and as you know, following the statement also of the Russian president yesterday, this is not the issue which has been discussed over to find a solution. So these discussions are ongoing. Speaking about whether it's fair, of course it's not fair. This is not something that you can call justice. This is not something you can call complete. And we were able to withstand the largest military power only with Ukrainian army. And with the support of the United States and the whole world, the moral support, the financial support, and the military support. But it's only because we were able and we were backed up with our faith, we were able to withstand. This is not going anywhere, and this is the basis on which Ukraine negotiates. But we are confident that we should give a chance to every effort which could lead to lessen the atrocities which are faced by Ukrainian people every night.
Well, it would be a moral abomination for Russia to end up with any Ukrainian territory. Even worse, that there are discussions underway that would involve Ukraine giving away territory that Russia does not have any military control over today. I appreciate your strong statement. Here's a really simple question for you. Has Ukraine committed war crimes? Madam Ambassador, has Ukraine committed war crimes?
Well, first and foremost,
I hope it's an easy answer.
Yeah, so I think one thing which I can guarantee for 100% that Ukraine had 100% access from all international monitors and organizations from every part of the world, be it across the aisle, be it from European Union, OSCE, or International Red Cross. We have granted the access to prisoners of war from the minute one. We have got them. We have granted the access to every facilities and every part of the territory, including the territory of Kursk region, which was occupied. The first thing after military operation was concluded, international monitors were granted access to that. So we have nothing to hide. We have been given access to every monitor who can do the fact check.
Has Russia committed war crimes?
I think it's not a court, and we're not judges, or we don't have a jury here, but this is the most documented war. And I've seen it with my own eyes when I came to Bucha, the bodies of those people who were buried in graves. And I talked to a priest who said that he were not allowed by Russian army to collect the bodies, and he had to go overnight to collect these bodies and bury them in a massive grave just behind his church. This is something you cannot unsee, unhear, or unknow. The justice has no time limits, and the justice is not limited to ending the war.
And of course, the topic of today's discussion is in and of itself a war crime, one of many that Vladimir Putin and Russian forces have committed. And yet this peace plan envisions a joint amnesty for war crimes, both for Russia and for Ukraine, which of course would end up being a get-out-of-jail-free card for Vladimir Putin, who has committed these crimes at a dizzying rate, including the separation and abduction of children. And so let me just finish by asking, just for yes or no answers from the other four panelists, do you believe it would be a good idea for any peace plan to involve giving Vladimir Putin or the Russian government immunity from the war crimes that they have committed? Just yes or no, because I've run out of time.
I have already expressed my idea. No, not at all. It doesn't correspond to the existing practice. No amnesty for war criminals during international armed conflicts. That's all.
No.
No, and it's not in the plan.
My answer is the former commissioner, presidential commissioner, who participated in Minsk negotiation. I know what does it mean negotiate with Russians. It's no outcomes, but with the support, strong support of USA, we believe that it could be possible. We need your support and actions.
Niet.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.